whatever. But in my experience, almost nobody ever gets the terrible penalty. You know, it just doesn't work out that way. But to understand what was going on for these guys at that particular moment in time, they actually knew people who in fact had their heads cut off. The most prominent that comes to mind is a fellow by the name of Dr. Joseph Warren. Dr. Warren was general in the Massachusetts militia. He was the president of the Massachusetts Provincial Legislature. He probably would have been one of the more prominent founding fathers had he not been severely wounded at the Battle of Bunker Hill. And ultimately, after the battle was over, British execution squads went out and to see whether or not there was any Americans still alive. And the execution folks did, in fact, see to it that whatever surviving Americans they found didn't survive anymore. And Dr. Warren was among them, and they cut off Dr. Warren's head. Dr. Warren was, in fact, John Adams' family's personal physician. And so everybody in Philadelphia in 1776, because this was about a year before, everybody was familiar with Dr. Warren. As an aside, they cut off his head and they separated it from his body. So there was some problems with. They thought they knew from the uniform and other things that Dr. Warren had been separated. His body had been separated from his head, and ultimately they found some heads. And Dr. Paul Revere. Paul Revere, of course, was a famous silversmith in addition to being of Midnight Ride fame. Well, as a silversmith, Dr. Warren also did put in fillings for folks. He did some dental work in addition to being a silversmith. And they actually identified Dr. Warren's head by virtue of the fillings that Paul Revere put in for him, and it was in fact the first recorded case of forensic dentistry in North America that we know of, that they were able to track down Dr. Warren's head with Paul Revere's work.